season.
Our defense will be a little too much for them.
I'm just ready to win.
Losing's not an option.
You want to be on the cover. You want to be the best.
The game just kicked off.
I'm excited to play. I feel the adrenaline going.
This makes me want to try to compete for $250,000.
There you go. There you go. I tell you.
This is it. This is for the money. Win or go home, right?
Winners win, and losers go home. Today on 2K TV postseason.
Our defense will be a little too much for them.
I'm just ready to win.
Losing's not an option.
You want to be on the cover. You want to be the best.
The game just kicked off.
I'm excited to play. I feel the adrenaline going.
This makes me want to try to compete for $250,000.
There you go. There you go. I tell you.
This is it. This is for the money. Win or go home, right?
Winners win, and losers go home.
Now let's get it all in perspective for all y'all.
Today on 2K TV postseason.
Our defense will be a little too much for them.
I'm just ready to win.
Losing's not an option.
You want to be on the cover. You want to be the best.
The game
$250,000.
There you go. There you go. I tell you.
This is it. This is for the money. Win or go home, right?
winners win, and losers go home.
Newness, here's the anthem. Put your hand up that you with, count your loot with. Push the pool stick in your new crib, same hand that you hoop with. Swing around like you stupid. King of the town, yeah, I been that. You know I click clack, where you and your men's at? Through the Smurf, through the WAP baseball bat. Rooftop like we bringing 88. I made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. With them gangsters, with them. I made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. Where them gangsters at? With them. This ain't rapping, this is street hop. Now get up off your like your seat's hot. My life lit up. Trunk of the car, we got the street. Don't start none, won't be none. No reason for your mans to panic. You don't want to see no ambulances. Knock drink down in this cup. That's the way you get Timberland up. Let the music.
Today
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Boys. Yeah. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We making noise. Hold on.
We'll be bringing you an interconference matchup in this one as the Spurs come into town. We're in the palace of Auburn Hills. The Pistons are playing before their hometown crowd here in the Detroit area. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. So Detroit will get the first possession. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. The always reliable Parker. Green in the backcourt. Aldridge out there with Kawhi Leonard. That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what? That man can climb a ladder.
It's stolen by Duncan. Now here's Leonard. He dishes it to Duncan. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Duncan's got his first 2 points.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much of a height advantage and expect to contest it.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
And he gets the bucket.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
Spurs on defense. 4-point game. Here's Caldwell Pope, guarded by Green. Here's Drummond. Great D that time from Duncan.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
The dish to Green. From outside, off the mark. The Pistons have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
That shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Parker outside. Aldridge sets up the pick now for Parker. Green dishes to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. Aldridge, no luck.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Jackson with it. Now Green defending. And it's Harris off the drive. And off the front iron. And in it goes.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it. Good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
Duncan, a screen. Leonard with no one around. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Spurs leading by 5. Duncan outside. Aldridge against Drummond. Aldridge drives in. And for LaMarcus Aldridge, always praised for his terrific shooting. His rebounding, as we know, Greg, has always been fantastic. Over the past 2 seasons, he's averaged double-digit boards.
And that's why so many teams wanted him in this last free agency period. His ability to put points on the board as well as clean the boards. What a deadly combination.
Jackson kicks to Caldwell Pope. Right through the D for the layup. Here's Parker. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Outside Leonard. Out to the right wing. Baseline try. Aldridge can't get that one to fall.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And Marcus Morris is nicknamed Mook. He has a twin brother, older by 7 minutes, named Markeith. Both brothers played at Kansas, drafted 13th and 14th in the same year, eventually played for the same pro team. That is joined at the hip.
Anderson, he's checked in for San Antonio. Duncan kicks to Green. Aldridge a screen. Parker passes to Aldridge. And stolen by Drummond. Inside. Parker with the steal. Now Aldridge. And Anderson has it in the corner. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Harris. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And looking at the Morris brothers' careers through last season, the one area they haven't been joined at the hip in is in performance. Markeith has shown steady improvement over his first 4 years. Marcus Morris has had a very up and down start to his career.
And you know, Kevin, Marcus has talent. He has versatility. He just hasn't found his role. It's time for him to step out of his brother's shadow and really establish who he is as a player.
And down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spots. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Here's Anderson. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Tolliver comes in for Morris. Johnson, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Jody Meeks in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Spurs have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Mills dishes to Anderson. It's deflected. Now here's Mills. He's guarded by Meeks. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Mills kicks it to West. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Well, David West's usage and overall numbers have ticked away with time. He's still as efficient as ever.
Yeah, not the over 50% field goal guy he used to be, but still a valuable contributor on the block.
And for West, a lot of what he brings to the table is just professionalism, leadership, and a real example of how to get the most out of what you've got. He keeps everybody on the team focused, too. When he speaks, guys listen.
Aaron Baines.
West, guys, still very strong as a player, but clearly it's his leadership that sets him apart. Does all those little intangibles that help teams win games.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
Well, we know prior to last season, the Pistons handed the car keys over to Stan Van Gundy. He had some early hiccups, but overall, I think they're headed in the right direction. He's a proven winning coach in the NBA.
Here's Jackson. A second chance effort. Kicks it out to Johnson. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Well, with Coach Stan Van Gundy, it was a very successful first year in Detroit. He's a guy who's going to build around defense. That's been his MO.
And Van Gundy has always been a defensive first type guy, Kevin. I mean, the last 30 years he has probably the best defensive efficiency for a career as a coach. And his teams always play with great emphasis on that side of the ball.
Detroit, no good that time either. Here's Anderson. Rebound, Detroit. Johnson goes in. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Spurs making a switch here. Ginobili's checked in. Last season, Clark, the Spurs kept on winning as usual. They passed the Lakers, in fact, for the best winning percentage all time for a franchise.
Well, some of that has to do with the struggles the Lakers had last season, but more of it is credit to the Spurs. Consistency and high-quality play has been who they are and have been for 2 decades.
Here is Tolliver. He's guarded by Diaw. The 3 from Johnson. 6 to shoot. Stolen by Martin. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Spurs.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Johnson attacking. Count the bucket. Johnson's got the game tied up here for the Pistons.
And with the Spurs and their winning percentage, it's right above 60. Not bad for a team that joined the NBA back in 1977.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Here's Tolliver. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on David West.
A lot of the Spurs' success, guys, with their winning percentage has come since the 90s. The way they are put together, who knows how high they can push that franchise winning percentage.
Good on the second free throw. just a bit of an up and down year for the Pistons last season. Had some long winning streaks and some long losing streaks for first-year head coach Stan Van Gundy.
Yeah, Kevin, some would say it was addition by subtraction because they really went on that big run after they released Josh Smith. 7 straight wins for them at one point, and they also did have some giant lows.
Jackson, that's good.
Looked like he was trying to go for a degree of difficulty points on that shot.
Martin wide open. He fires. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. Martin's got his first points of the game.
And, you know, those giant lulls were a big part of the Pistons season. I mean, their biggest losing streak was 13 straight losses, and a lot of that you attribute to their defense.
Back to Ginobili. He kicks it to Mills. Let's go. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. Spurs out in front. They're up by 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, yo, Detroit Pistons.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
It's all about the depth, really. The bench has been the difference. The bench play really has separated these two teams.
Yeah, it's been a huge advantage for them. That bench has really made a nice contribution.
Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Andre Drummond is out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Harris in the small forward position. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. The drive by Jackson. On the wing, Harris. From 12 feet out. The shot misses. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Green, the pass to Aldridge. Back to Green. Duncan against Harris. Left side, Leonard. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
Jackson against Parker. Duncan kicks to Parker. Clock at 4. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Well, no way to argue it. Tim Duncan, Clark, has been a winner his whole career. He's sharp mentally, and he's got the great tenacity on the floor. Only the greats have those qualities.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think media members still underestimate his will to win. You don't do what he's done without a real laser-focused approach.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his third personal.
You know, interesting, guys, to illustrate Duncan and how he just wins. I mean, Spurs went 8-10 in December of 2014. That marked only the 3rd losing month ever for Tim Duncan.
Anderson, he's checked in for Leonard.
And that stat you said about Duncan and losing months says a lot about both him and his team. I mean, he has been the leader of this Spurs franchise since day one and deserves all the praise you can give him.
Out left to the wing. Tries again. And he sinks the layup.
Assist goes to
Duncan's got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, that's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Duncan, a screen. Parker kicks to Green. The shot is off. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
And you can see the break slowed down for him to kind of pick his spot. And boy, was he open.
Duncan, a screen. Parker with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Don't usually see him shooting the three. Anderson's got 6 points.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
That doesn't go either for Green. Pistons trailed by 6. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Nice way there, guys, to finish up that possession.
Here's Jackson. It's Drummond, high post. Back to Jackson. Here's Caldwell Pope. Here's Drummond. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
San Antonio calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
The Pistons making a change here. Blake's checked in.
There are certain things, guys, that you can always count on in life. Death, taxes, and, of course, the Spurs winning 50 games in the regular season. Happened for the 16th straight season last year.
Here's Morris, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Anderson against Drummond. Anderson dishes to Aldridge. 5 on the clock. Unloads from 13. That's good. Aldridge has got 4 points now in the quarter.
How much do you love to see the turnaround?
They get it again. Blake. Out to the right wing. Here's Caldwell Pope. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
It's Parker with the drive. And the wide open shot from Green. That 3 off the mark.
And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaking.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
Baseline J on the way. Harris misses.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
And Duncan gets it to go on the assist by Parker. Parker's got 5 assists in the game.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
On the wing, Harris. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harris has got 8.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Aldridge, the pass to Green. Back to Aldridge. Out to Parker. Second chance shot. The shot no good. Good D by Drummond.
Tell you what, boy, it's hard to watch when the guy gets good shots and misses them. He's missed everything this quarter.
San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. Anderson kicks to Aldridge. Passes it to Green. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. It's Anderson with the drive. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
And a different look here for the Pistons. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Tolliver comes in for Morris. Johnson, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Jody Meeks in for Steve Blake. Dishes it to Baines. To the inside. Mills with the steal. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Ginobili leading the charge.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick two at the other end. That's losing basketball.
Especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That's a nice lead now. Well, you can't give him that kind of a position in the post.
Oh, without question. I mean, when he gets it in that tight and that close, that's easy. Real easy.
Off target from the wing.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And, you know, guys, Manu Ginobili's relationship with Greg Popovich has been really interesting over the years. In the beginning, Pop obviously had a rigid system. Ginobili played with a lot more freestyle and free will in nature. The two clashed heavily early on, as one might expect.
Kept alive.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backboard.
Martin from outside. And Baines pulls it down.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Getting back to Ginobili and Popovich, everyone thought Popovich would break Ginobili of his reckless ways. But, in fact, you know this, it was the opposite here.
You know, Pop recognized he had something special in Ginobili, and it ended up changing his own philosophy, I mean, which I think speaks to the greatness of Greg Popovich. I mean, he was quoted as saying, you know, he does things, Ginobili, that win games. It taught me to watch a little bit more and not be so micromanagement-like, and not sure Pop's ever said that about anybody else.
Reggie Jackson's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Spurs also with the sub. Leonard's checked in. Jackson misses. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Leonard's got the ball. Ginobili right side. Ginobili draws the double. And here's Leonard from three. That shot's good on the assist by Ginobili. 8 points for Leonard.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Jackson has the open look. Gets to the corner and buries it. Spurs leading by 5. Up top, Mills. Guarded by Jackson. West dishes to Leonard. Picked by West. Leonard attacking. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I tell you what, you got to love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Back to Jackson. Free throw line jump shot. And the shot is good. Jackson's got 6.
Boy, they really started to come on here in the second.
Clark, it's about how much more focused they look offensively here. They're trying to make up some ground.
There's a good screen. Ginobili with the 3. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Checking out the game Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has had. He's got 11 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
And Detroit was a 32-50 record last season. They didn't have any help from the schedule. They had a total of 22 back-to-back series on the year, tied for most in the league.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Parker and Green are the guard pairing. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Duncan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Jackson. Greg, you just said the Pistons had a ton of back-to-back games. 44 were part of their back-to-backs, over half their schedule. Clark, they went 15 and 29 in those games.
And that's part of the reason why the NBA wanted to examine the schedule. I mean, it was a tough year for the Pistons. It's hard to get any momentum when you're playing that many back-to-backs.
Leonard, the pass to Green. Here's Parker. Another miss by Parker.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Oh, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide-open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Outside, Green. Parker against Morris. Clock at 6. Green kicks to Aldridge. San Antonio again missing.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
And Morris throws it down.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Outside Jackson for the lead. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one.
Their second half has started quite well. They've been good on 3 of their first 4 attempts.
San Antonio calls timeout. Drummond, a bit of a disappointing season last year. Not so much in play, but people wanted to see a bigger leap from him. Now, his numbers are still pretty jaw-dropping. But I think he's got so much there to give.
He has a lot of potential, Kevin. And listen, I don't think his play was bad. He just had such huge expectations to live up to. I mean, player development is not a straight line, and it would have been very hard to have him take another huge leap forward. Sometimes you have that sophomore jinx. And I'm expecting a big year from him this season.
Here's Jackson. It's hauled in by Duncan. Duncan's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And Leonard gets it to go.
Guys, he's one of the main reasons this game is tied up. I mean, he's done his part to keep them in it. You know, for Drummond last season, his numbers were relatively the same. The expectations placed. So hard for him to live up to. Maybe now those will be tempered a bit and he'll play better.
Parker kicks to Leonard. Rejected by Harris. Pass to Jackson. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
And another thought on Drummond, a lot more was expected of him last year, and he saw more attention. Even though his numbers were close to the same, I really felt his impact on the floor was not.
Boris Diaz checked in for San Antonio. Anderson comes in for Leonard. The Pistons leading. Jackson kicks to Drummond. To the middle. Harris. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Harris has got 13.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Aldridge misses.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Spurs trail by 3. Parker right side. And there's the feed to Diaw. Kicks it to Aldridge. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Diaw. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And you really got to admire Boris Diaw. I mean, he's found a way to kind of reform his game as he's gotten older. I mean, so different than when he was new to the league.
Pistons have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. On the wing, Harris. From past the arc. The rebound by the Spurs. Outside, Green. For the lead. The rebound by Caldwell Pope.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Harris kicks to Morris. Clock at 6. It's Jackson with the drive. Detroit, no good that time either. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin. Everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Got it. Good job in the low post. Jackson's got 13.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Parker against Jackson. Parker dishes to Green. And stolen by Drummond. Pass break Detroit. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of it.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Parker kicks to Diaw. Aldridge a screen. To the inside. Shot clock at 6. A nice pick right there to get him right to the rack.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And Boris Diaw picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. A different look here for Detroit. Tolliver comes in for Morris. And it's Jody Meeks in for Caldwell Pope. San Antonio also making some changes. David West, he's checked in for Aldridge. Martin comes in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Up top, Mills. Guarded by Jackson. It's stolen by Harris. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. Meeks leading the charge. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Pistons?
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Here's Diaw, and he gets it to go. Diaw's got 8 points.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it. And listen, San Antonio is an older team, actually the oldest in the league last season. And because of injuries and days off, they didn't get to feel that preferred starting 5 a lot last year.
Detroit's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. Just more of the same.
And Mills kicks it to West. And here's Anderson for 3. The shot's good on the assist by West. Spurs only used their preferred lineup less than half the season, but still a strong campaign. 22 games played with the starting lineup of Parker, Green, Leonard, Duncan, and Splitter.
And, you know, the Spurs will go on to use 23 different starting lineups, Kevin. That would be the 5th most in the NBA.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Anderson kicks it to West. They get the rebound. Another shot. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Well, some really terrific numbers for Anderson. He has 11 points. He's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of 3-pointers.
And you know what? The defenders have that in the back of their minds now. They'll be on him a little tighter.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Aaron Baines comes in for Drummond. And it's Johnson in for Tobias Harris. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Boris Diaw. And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. And they've been turning those turnovers into points.
San Antonio leading. Outside Leonard. He feeds it to Martin. Back to Leonard. The pass to Mills. And it's West in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. No good. The Pistons shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Meeks passes to Tolliver. Cannot hit. Great D that time from Leonard. Feeds it to Martin. He got it up. No good on the buzzer beater. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's San Antonio up by 2. And will return shortly. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The 4th quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. The Pistons trailing. We've got Johnson. Contavious Caldwell-Pope is out there with Jody Meeks. Then it's Aaron Baines. And it's Morris in at the 4th spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. San Antonio's gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Here's Aldridge. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip. 5 for 10.
The heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Meeks can't hit. San Antonio leading by 4. The 3 from Mills. And Baines pulls it down. Baines has got his 3rd rebound tonight. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That is his 1st foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Andre Drummond's checked in for the Pistons. Marker's checked in for San Antonio. It's hauled in by Ginobili.
I like his tenacity getting to the basket there, even though the dunk rattled out. 99 times out of 100, you'll get the dunk or the foul.
Pistons trailed by 4. Here's Morris. From down in the low post, it goes. 4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Parker dishes to Ginobili. Leonard on the wing. Back to Ginobili. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it fly. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the Spurs lead by 4. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Outside Aldridge. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Leonard, no luck.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
That is good.
Yeah, excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. That's good.
Assist goes to.
And it's 7 points for Parker.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Morris against Aldridge. Morris kicks to Caldwell Pope. And it's sent back by Aldridge. And Parker gets it to go. The assist by Ginobili. Now it's a 6-point Spurs lead.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And guys, remember, LaMarcus Aldridge last January suffering a torn ligament in his thumb, scheduled to undergo surgery and miss 2 months of the season. But he opted to tough it out and keep playing. And boy, how big was that for the Blazers?
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. He loved the work they were doing on the interior, saying, listen, they've got no answer for us inside, and we're not going to let them off the hook now. Keep pounding it down low.
And Aldridge postponing that thumb injury surgery, even though they said it might double his eventual recovery time.
Yeah, I think it's pretty admirable that he was out there because he wasn't just playing in pain. He was playing hurt. That shows you his commitment to winning.
The turnaround J. Another one falls for San Antonio. Pistons trailed by 8. Here's Morris. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Green, the pass to Leonard. Green kicks to Parker. Pass to Aldridge. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Detroit's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Harris. From 13 feet, it goes down. Spurs leading by 6. Parker dishes to Aldridge. Back to Parker. And Green now, top of the key. Parker left side. 5 to shoot. Bangs home the trifecta. Parker's got 12 points in just the second half.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making it up for lost time.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
The dish now to Leonard. Green passes to Duncan. And it's contagious. Caldwell Pope with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Detroit.
You know, I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Duncan outside. Just 5 on the clock. Out to Parker. Puts it up. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Pistons trailed by 7. Here's Caldwell Pope. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
That's his first personal foul.
And guys, when you go to look for holes in the game of Tobias Harris, there really aren't any. One of the hardest workers in our league. If he has any weakness at all, it's his average size speed combo, which most likely will keep him from becoming the perennial all-star type.
On the wing, Green. Aldridge kicks to Parker. He dishes it to Duncan. Second chance shot. And it's sent back by Morris. Passes to Parker. And another shot. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. And here we go. The Pistons fast break. And slam dunk by Harris.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does. If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first three of the half, there'll be more in store.
Duncan with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan. On the wing, Harris. He's covered by Leonard. Harris misses.
Yeah, showing some strength in the paint there. Tough rebound.
Parker dishes to Duncan. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Jackson drives in.
Take a look at what Jackson's been doing. 15 points, and he's done a good job distributing the ball as well.
And you can't really place a value on what that means to a team. His passing has really helped their cause.
And so Jackson nails both of them.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Parker passes to Aldridge. Over in the corner, Green. Duncan against Drummond. 6 on the shot clock. Duncan with the bucket.
Really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
I agree with you. I mean, and now that we're moving deeper into the fourth, it's really the point where they add a few more points to the lead, and I think they can put this thing away and consider it over.
Screen by Duncan. Aldridge with it. Guarded now by Morris.
Not really sure what he was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
And shot by Caldwell Pope, no good.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Solid work on the back end of that play.
Yeah, finish hard with 2 hands on the stuff.
Yeah, nothing extravagant, guys, but again, no need on that one.
Morris into the lane. Empty that time from Leonard.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Down low. And stolen by Harris. Here's Caldwell Pope. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Leonard kicks to Aldridge. No luck. Good D by Drummond.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Jackson again. Parker. Jackson dishes to Morris. Tipped away. Parker with the steal. In transition, here come the Spurs. Parker leading the charge. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Leonard on the wing. Spurs passing it around. Parker outside. 3 on the clock. He kicks to Aldridge. That doesn't go either for Aldridge. Caldwell Pope. No good there. And so it's San Antonio with the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. So long.